Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everyone? What's up, what's up, what's up? It is Tuesday, May 12th. What's going on, Hottie? Excuse me. What's up, Cindy? What's up, Ession? What's going on? What's up, Art Nerd? Some aggressive minor chords there. Let me tone it down a little bit. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. I am a little frazzled in some senses at the moment. Just a lot of wedding planning stuff going on, which is exciting. But yeah, because we don't have a planner or anything like that, so we're doing quite a lot of stuff on our own. I mean, no matter what you do, it's a lot of work, and it's great. It's like obviously a great thing to be planning out. But yeah, it does get pretty stressful at times, especially because you don't really know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Normally, you only go through this process once, and it's like you don't really have practice leading up into it. But anyways, it's exciting, and I got my my homie Balkan Bump is going to be playing our reception, which is incredible. That was something that we felt really strongly about. It's like we do not want the normal reception thing going down, playing like all the generic like high school dance pop hits, Soulja Boy. Like every wedding we've been to, a lot of it has been kind of like that, but not all of it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think for us, it just it was clear we wanted something a little bit more specific and a little different. But anyways, should I gift you working Camel Crusher Max after your honeymoon? Oh my god, what an incredible honeymoon gift! That would be amazing. But wait, what is Camel Crusher Max? What's the difference between? Oh, like Max for live. I see what you're saying. That would be incredible. Will I play at my own wedding? I think in a casual way I will. We're arranging. I had this idea that it'd be fun considering how many musicians are going to be at our wedding. It'd be fun to have like some kind of open jam session. So we're going to have different people kind of like popping in and out, just playing random stuff for a little bit. And I might participate in that just because it'd be fun. Yeah, it was something that felt very. It feels like a big question mark. You know, I don't know how I feel about it at the moment. Like I'm gonna trust the process. We got a lot of talent at the wedding, and yeah, so it'll be fun. But I can also picture in my head that it seems risky. It seems risky. You never know what could happen in like an open forum freestyle format wedding event. But yeah, hopefully it'll just be a good time, and it'll be a good way for people to connect. You know, like we have a lot of people that are probably not going to be in the same room again together. And it just is a special, I think for my partner and I, for us, it's just really important to share. Like music is just it's like a cornerstone of our lives. So, and it's how we met. So it just feels like it's a great way to share being with each other. Aside from just talking and drinking and eating food, and you know, it's a special way to remember the evening. So that's kind of the intention behind it, but I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen. My sister, let's see, my sister led a Dabka line. Okay, traditional Arab dance. Oh wow, everyone was on the dance floor. Hell yeah, that sounds great. Will we have some of your wedding performance jams, or exclusive to your guests? Yeah, nothing. They're not going to be recorded or anything like that. It's just meant to be in the moment, just a way for us to get to know each other a little bit better. But yeah, it makes me feel better knowing there are some professionals around. So if there's like a little bit of a lull, you got a new follower. Yo, thank you for the follow. It's Osiris. if there's like a little bit of a lull and things are feeling a bit awkward, then we can just throw in some pros in there and just jam out and play some jazz standards, or it'll be all right. Attention, citizens. Yeah, I kind of specifically don't want any of my music playing at the wedding, but I I told Balk and Bump there's one song that he's allowed to play because it was the first song that Michelle had ever heard of mine, which is "Do You Don't You." So like that was technically her first impression of me because we hadn't even met yet, and she had heard that song. And yeah, so I told him he has the green light for "Do You Don't You," but nothing else. Please, nothing else. Inside my new inside my new jazz standard. But yeah, anyways, it's kind of raining here today. So we'll see what we'll get into. Honestly, my mind has not been super into music these last couple days, not in terms of producing. So it might take me a second here to get warmed up. And I have no idea what to start with. Whew. Does feel good to sit down at the piano, though. Some kid will be like, "I've heard this song in Rocket League." It'd be fun to do like a jazz version of Chromatically. I know. Actually, Art Nerd, I had a similar thought cross my mind too. Is that like it's kind of funny that that's the first song she heard of mine, because it does feel like it has some there's some possibility for wordplay. It'd be funny. I'm curious. I highly doubt she's working that into her vows. She could if she wanted to, but. Hey, Art Nerd, how long were you guys' vows? Not that it's that important, but I was, I'm very wary about asking too many other people about, what was going on for their weddings and stuff, because I don't want to compare too much. But I was working on my vows and I realized they were starting to get kind of long, and yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to put too much, I don't know, not baggage, but like I don't want it to become a chore to like listen through the vows or anything like that. And we're actually thinking about creating like a little. Michelle's already started making like a little lineup poster. For the evening, almost like a festival lineup poster, which she started doing. It looks pretty good. It looks really good, actually. Actually, if you guys don't mind, that's a reminder. I need to text her and just tell her that we've been both quite stressed, and I'm just gonna shoot her a quick message, let her know that we're doing good, we're doing fine, and it's gonna be an amazing day. It's also kind of hilarious because I wouldn't say I'm the most outwardly emotional person, but like it is impossible to work through vows without tearing up. Like it's just like it's interesting because Yeah, there's something about putting yourself in that moment that is pretty. It's a trip. Hey, Asian, by the way, I think I mentioned this, but our photographer is going to be from Ukraine, um, and she'll be doing all of our wedding photos. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna text her real quick, and then we'll dive into things. Um, yeah, she's really talented. Um, I only cried 3 times, twice during the ceremony, and then during her dad's speech. Yeah, I believe you. God damn. Get the tissues out. That's one thing I should probably have on me as tissues. Actually, didn't even think about that. But one moment here. Okay, back in action. What? Wow, what piece is that? Ooh, that's a nice inversion. Traditional Lutheran vows, which I'm not familiar with. I swear I've heard of this before. Yeah, this. What is? I know for a fact it's from some famous symphonic composition or something. I don't know where it goes from there. That's all I remember right now. You know, I was also thinking about the last year of streaming. My husband's mom said to us after, only you can make a pastor talk about video games. That's amazing. But yeah, I was thinking a little bit about the last year of streams. And I didn't really think too much about just kind of committing to a full year of streaming at the time. But one thing I really appreciate is just kind of like this, just definitely like the feeling of community, like seeing regulars and just hanging out and chatting about music, and it's definitely made me feel a lot closer to yeah, just people that have an interest in what I do, musically speaking. So yeah, just a random little appreciation note. It's made the last year really exciting for me, and I do feel like I've realized a little bit of something, or realized something recently, where I was going through the finishing touches on this project, which will be, I've been kind of ambiguous about for a good reason. I don't think I'm allowed to really say anything about it, which actually I should text my manager real quick about something. But I've just realized that I gotta I have a vision for where things can go next for Haywire, and will you continue
Will you
streaming?
continue streaming after the album release? I know that you said that after May streams will be less frequent as now.
They'll definitely be less frequent because, well, for multiple reasons, but a big one is I'm understanding more that what's going to be required from me to you know, have a better kind of professional relationship with my craft. I think that you know, one of my biggest struggles over the last 10 years has definitely been to not create too high of expectations, or just basically just get out more ideas that I work on. And I think that one of the things that really blew my mind when I remember like releasing Twofold, Ever Changing, Inside, Twofold Part 2, and like there was so much response to what I was doing at the time. I felt quite overwhelmed, and it sucks because I wish I could have a conversation with myself from 10 years ago, because I definitely, it had kind of like this weird effect on my perception of myself, where it opened these doors that I didn't know could even be opened. And I was like, I didn't think that level of recognition, which, I fully acknowledge, it's not even like I had like some, A-list presence in the music industry, in the electronic music industry 10 years ago. And like I was I was back then, and am now still very, very much a niche artist. I don't have a huge following, but it just kind of it happened at a time where I guess I was still a bit naive and maybe very inexperienced in the industry, and I don't think I fully understood some things that I maybe understand a bit better now. And I think moving forward, I'm gonna need to just not take certain things for granted and accept kind of just like the parameters of success for me in the music industry, and how to maintain a healthier balance while still pushing myself to share the things that I love and focusing on the bottom line, versus having unrealistic expectations, or sacrificing personal health or long-term personal things for the sake of, I don't know, career related things, which honestly, like, work-life balance isn't always a good thing, in my opinion. Sometimes there have been times where, I needed to get something done, and yeah, you just set everything aside. And, I don't even know if work-life balance, if that's even a thing that exists in general. I'm not sure. Probably not in the freelancing world, the world of self-employed people. But anyways, I'm not sure where this ramble is going, but I just appreciate the last year of streaming. It's been really great. And I'll still be streaming, but a little bit less than usual. So yeah, we will have more incredible things to show you. Hell yeah, I hope so. Burnout sucks. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's interesting because, in the music industry, even, I remember even with management and like a touring agency and stuff, I mean, nobody's really there to, there's no like guidelines and like how to have a healthy long-term relationship with your career. I'm not going to just disappear. Don't worry about that, Cindy. I really enjoy streaming, and even if it's less often, I'm still going to be doing that regularly. But yeah, it's it's something you really got to learn, and it's something only you can kind of understand ultimately, because every artist is different, and the things that you're willing to sacrifice, the things you desire, and yeah. Anyways, it's something you have to learn the hard way, usually, and no matter how much help you get, you still have to kind of figure a lot out on your own. So anyways, what are we gonna do today? I literally feel very adrift at the moment. Maybe I can just open up some drum loops or something and just play a little bit of piano. Get the brain, wake up the brain a little bit. Just give us a stream per month. That sounds like a very manageable very manageable task. Let's see. Let's just search for a drum loop and see what kind of stuff comes up. Ooh, this is nice. Gentle. Chill. Let's just start with this and just play a little bit of piano. A little piano. like that chord progression. Maybe with some Rhodes instead. Reverb is quite intense on this. Let's maybe just reduce the time on that a little bit. I think I had some decent voicings in there at one point. Kind of getting a feeling for a little loop I could work with. Some fun stuff in there. What's up? What's up? Nice chords. Thank you. Grazie, signori. I feel like the guitar definitely fits the vibe. I wonder what else we could add in here. Um, I just realized might be kind of fun. Like, what if we just hit record on this layer on 18 while we're just jamming out random stuff, and we can just capture all these random little riffs. That's nice too. Nice little textural layer. Ooh. want to try something out here. Let's just take this giant recording here of me just jamming random patches. And why don't we open the granular synth? I think I have one in here, granulator 3. Just pop it in there. Experiment with this a little bit. Some fun stuff in there. I wonder if there's a way to... I'm sure there's a way for the key mapping to not affect the pitching. Key 100. If I turn this to 0. Ooh, cool. All right. That's kind of cool. I haven't tried this before. It's got some unpredictability to it. But each note is kind of like corresponding to a different section. It's kind of fun. For some reason, I want to have a comb filter on this. That's a bit much. Ooh, wait. Ah, damn, that doesn't work. I thought that would. I thought it would, but yeah, that doesn't seem to work. Unfortunate. I will never not enjoy comb filters. Kind of like feeling like maybe switching up the tempo here a little bit. Why don't we go around like 172? Should keep the chill vibe going, but maybe we can find some kind of little. Actually, I think we can use this and just trim the. Yeah. Let's just use this little riff here. Let's get a Reese going in here. Kind of thinking about just throwing one of those that I made previously. Wait, let's grab, yeah, let's do this. I still gotta fix this bounce serum. There we go. that's not a good area to repeat. Oh wait, I gotta crossfade it. That's why. Cool, let's use this maybe as the kind of root note outline. filter actually. I don't really know if this is going anywhere. It's starting to kind of bore me a little bit, but Kind of like some of those little shimmery strums. Okay, why don't we bounce this and keep exploring some other synths. I was picturing something a little different. Kind of like that vibe. Let's see. Kind of like that. I wonder if I have a... I'm not crazy about the snare, but I was like thinking about just going a bit more. Let's just maybe use this as a template or a placeholder rather. want to add another layer to this. Let's just make a simple little kind of like... just a low end. And then we'll use the note to kind of turn it down. Let's make sure this is mono as well. Not loving this lower layer, but whatever. Let's just try this. Let's mute those granulator things for a sec. turn off the legato for this layer. Where's that? Why is there echo on this layer? Oh, there isn't. Wait, I'm tripping. Hold on. I think I need to make sure this is There we go. That's much better. Clean up that low end a little bit. I like that vibe. I'm not sure how to expand on it yet. Let's record that real quick. Okay. Nice. That was a fun little jam. Just getting into it towards the end there. Save your work reminder. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like there was something I was doing there that was a couple of little things that I enjoyed. Something like that. Dystophrenic, thank you for the follow. There's something like about those Dorian chords. They always feel like kind of comforting, but also a little dark and melancholic at the same time. But yeah, anyways, to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit like low energy and a little bit just kind of frazzled, feeling my brain's all over the place, kind of having a hard time locking in a little bit today. So I might call it a little bit early here and get back into it on Thursday. But that being said, I did want to say that I do want to have some kind of end of season stream extravaganza thing, like maybe some kind of marathon stream before May is over. I got to wrap my head around when I will be able to do that, but I would love to brainstorm some ideas. Maybe we throw in some Minecraft shenanigans or some Jackbox type stuff again. But it was a really good time when we did that back last year. I forget what month it was, but I really enjoyed that. So let's hash out some ideas and figure something out. In the meantime, I am going to do some off stream work. So I'll be back on Thursday for sure at 1 p.m. CDT. But I appreciate y'all hanging out for a little bit. And I'll see you guys soon. Definitely. Cool. Take care, y'all. Peace.
Do you hear what I hear? what we share. Do we know? We know. We know what we share. Do we know? We know. We know what we share. Do we know? We know.